Like us to take a look at. So Porter's five forces model pretty much is a way that you assess an industry. So it's a way that you assess the competitiveness of a particular business within an industry, or of a particular country within a region, or within the entire global scale of countries. So you use the Porter's five forces model to say, okay, I am company X and I am working within the construction industry. What exactly are the key things that I need to be on the lookout for if I am to be successful within the construction industry? So I am looking at it from the perspective of a company that is situated within a particular business scheme of things. So let's look at these forces that regarded as Porter's five forces model. The first one that I want us to go through is this part here that is called potential entrance. And if you look at this, when you go down into that particular industry, you see something that is called threat of rivalry. So potential entrance pretty much refers to who might get into this industry that can then disrupt me. So if I am, for example, like I said, let's continue with our construction industry example. I am company X, like I said. However, I am worried about the fact that there is easy entrance. So any small company or any individual can also start a venture within the construction industry and obviously become a competitor to what I am currently doing. So you find that if I'm in the construction industry, there are no barriers of entry. Anyone can just start a small like a corner bricklaying company. You find this in a lot of townships as well, where you've got hardwares that are just popping up everywhere as part of the construction industry. So that is potential entrance. You've got to look at your industry and say, what are the risks that someone can easily come into this industry and obviously disrupt me? So that's the first part. The second part that I want us to go through is this part here, the buyers. And then if you look at that, it says bargaining power. This is another threat as well. So bargaining power is again, I'm in the construction industry. My job is to make bricks, right? And then sell to the customers or to the wholesalers. So buyers are those big companies, big wholesalers, or even just normal buyers for these bricks. They might come to me and say, okay, you know what, I don't have 14 rand a block. I'm not gonna pay you that much. I'm not gonna pay you 14 rand for every block that you're gonna sell me, and I can only pay you 10 rand. Right. So because of this bargaining power, the bargaining ability, I might tend to lose when it comes to profitability, because these people will push me into a corner and I'll be able then to I might suffer losses. I will take that price instead of the 14 that I'm proposing, that I'm selling my bricks at. Someone can come in and say, you know what, I only have 10, take it or leave it, and I'm forced to take it. So that's the bargaining power. So if you have bigger customers, bigger buyers that have the muscle, like a Builders Warehouse, for example, they can come to me and say, hey, we're not going to take 14 rand a block, we can only take 10 rand a block, take it or leave it, and then I'm forced to take it. So that can obviously lead to some issues when it comes to your profitability as a supplier, as a company within the construction industry, or any industry for that matter. Now let's go to the third one. This is substitutes. Substitutes is who can come into this industry, offer something that is of like a substitute to what I'm offering, but it's still acceptable within the market. So what we are saying is, I'm selling my bricks, right? I'm selling them at 14 rand per block, but people can come up with new ideas and say, you know what, we don't need these blocks. Actually, we need prefabricated walls. For example, when we're building houses, when we're building walling for residential or commercial properties. And therefore, guys, don't worry about buying blocks. Let's buy prefabricated walling material. As I've seen currently, there are a lot of companies that are coming up now, that are coming up with different strategies when it comes to building material, just so that they can lower the cost of the traditional building materials, such as your cement, sand, stones, as well as blocks. So again, that's a threat, right? If someone can easily come and say, to hell with blocks, I'm only gonna be able to I will give you a prefabricated wall at half the cost of buying blocks. So obviously people are gonna leave my blocks, they're gonna go for the substitute. So that's one of the key things that you have to look for whenever you are assessing an industry, or if you are a company within a particular industry. The final one though is the suppliers. The suppliers, if you look at this part here, again, is a bargaining power. So I spoke about buyers. On the other side of buyers is suppliers. A supplier will come to you and say, okay, you make blocks, that's fine, but for you to make blocks you need for example ash, right? You need ash, you need cement for you to make these blocks. I am the supplier of this ash and this cement for you to make your blocks, and therefore what's going to happen now is I'm not going to accept your cost of you want to get a bag of 25 kg bag of ash for only 25 rand. I don't want that. Price is too low, you're putting me in a tight spot, and therefore I want 30 rand. I want you to buy my bags at 30 rand instead of your 25 rand. So what they're doing now is the suppliers are pushing me into a corner. The suppliers are saying, hey, you have to offer me more, otherwise my things are expensive. So if I don't give you my ash, if I don't give you my cement, you won't be able to make your blocks, and therefore again, take it or leave it. But my price is you can only buy this at 30 rand instead of 25 rand for a 25 kg bag of ash. So if that again can become a threat to you, because it means you are eating into your profit, because as soon as your costs are going up and your buyers are squeezing you as well to say, oh no, reduce your prices, so you end up suffering in between. You are being crushed just so that you can be able to sell your products, to sell your blocks. So these are things that you have to look for within that particular industry. So these are the four forces that you have to look at, and then the final one right in the middle, this one here, is the industry. Industry at the bottom is competitive rivalry. So here we are now saying, okay, we have looked at your suppliers that might push you to spend more. We have looked at your buyers that might push you to reduce your prices. We have looked at your substitute, which is people that can come in and actually offer alternative products at a lower price. We have also looked at your potential entrants. These are people that can come into the particular industry and cause havoc for you. So the final one is industry. Industry, we are looking at competition, right? We are looking at competition within that particular industry. So if again I'm making my blocks within the construction industry, like I said, there's 15 different people right on the same lane, in the same complex, in the same mall, that are also making blocks. So if you look at an industry and then you are able to identify so many competitors within that particular industry, what does that mean? It means chances are that person might end up buying from other suppliers instead of you, right? Because there's so many of you, they have bargaining power. They can push you into a corner just so that you can take whatever that they're offering you, because they know if you don't want my money, I'm gonna go to supplier B, supplier C, supplier D, who are just as good, who can also give me a good value for my money. So yeah, those are the things that I wanted us to look at, guys, under Porter's 5 forces model. And again, if you want to almost like if you want to ask a couple of questions, if you want to understand a few more details around Porter's 5 forces model, or any other model for that matter, it could be the SWOT analysis, supply and demand, which we will be looking at as we go. So please don't forget to subscribe. You can also comment. You can also ask me any question on the commenting section, and we'll definitely attend to those questions. And also don't forget to share with anyone that you think they might find these videos useful within their studies. So thank you guys for your time.